Hi, welcome to the Posted Podcast. This is the first episode. I'm Eric. I'm with my co-hosts Nick, Daniel, and Andy.
Hello,
So,
my name's Andy. Hello, my name is Andy. My hobby is cycling, gaming, and being able to help others through whatever service I can do.
Hello, my name is Daniel, and I like playing video games and watching shows, I guess, and editing in general. And photography, I enjoy doing that too.
Hello, my name is Nick, and I enjoy video games. I do some art, and I like acting as well. And
uh,
yeah,
yeah, hi. My name is Eric. I like doing podcasts, obviously. I like doing sports, drama, video games, and calling friends. So today we are going to be mentioning. We're going to be talking about COVID, as it's kind of an issue that's been going on throughout these times, and something that we have been going through ourselves, and we just want to talk about it because we feel like it's an important thing to talk about. Starting off, I guess we should mention what type of mental attitude you should have towards COVID and the issues that it faces. I'm gonna hand this off to someone else because I feel like I'm not the one to talk about this issue.
so mental health and like attitude towards COVID. I think I think a lot of it comes to having a hopeful attitude, like thinking of where after all this is over, think where we're gonna be and how we're gonna bounce back from the what is it? Like the I guess like a slip up in our lives, and yeah, I think that's pretty important. How about you, Daniel?
It's like I feel like mental health in this time is trying to maintain a good mental health in this time would be very difficult, and to do this, we would need to, like, I would talk to my friends and like just find ways to help me calm down, like doing things that I like and things that I enjoy. How about you, Andy?
So, being like quarantined in the house and feeling restricted, it feels like all very uh confined in a way, and it makes the world a lot smaller. But then the thing is that we don't really know what happens in life because it gets worse or it just gets off lightly compared to other events in history. So it's like, in order to be able to go through all this, we really need to like be there for each other, socialize, catch up whatever we couldn't, just find suitable substitutes in order to counter it.
So, as we all probably know, COVID has been a huge issue in this timeline. Many people have died. It has messed up plans that we may have had in the future, such as vacation plans or just plans hanging out with friends. Like for the first couple months, none of us could see each other. We all go to the same school, so that was kind of an issue. We had to do online school, which I think for all of us was kind of a struggle, including myself, as I just didn't want to join the calls. I felt unmotivated, and I just didn't want to do that. Um, I'm pretty sure Nick, Daniel, and Andy feel the same, but I'll let them talk about their issues on this, as I feel like we all have our own points to say about it and how it's affected us.
I mean, for me, like online school was like I think it might be it could be a once in a lifetime experience. It's very different from how regular school is, where we just sit in front of a laptop the whole day. I mean, it allows us to have like a better. It allows us to become more responsible and take care of ourselves rather than just having going from class to class like in regular school where we have to be punctual and everything. But in online school, we can have our own timetables and then plan on when we want to do our work. I think that's a great positive that came out of online school. But there's also the negative that yeah, we we tend to get more distracted when at home rather than in school per se. There's a lot of devices and as Eric say, unmotivated and the unmotivated to join classes and to work.
Yeah, a lot of it was very like hard to manage at the start of the pandemic and at the start of online school for me especially. I was rather than saying I was very unmotivated, but I still tried to keep a good work ethic throughout the COVID pandemic because it was a an important year was and we had and I thought that it was going to be important to like keep trying even though it's hard, but at the end I also gave up, which was I think pretty normal as COVID-19 just kept on going and going, and we thought it was only going to last for like a few months, and now it's been what, 2 years, a year now since COVID has struck, and yeah.
It was like with this long-term change to our lives and perspective of how we learn and we see around the world, it is like really like different because I also agreed with Daniel. It's like it has a positive impact. However, it also has a negative, as Nick mentioned, with being distracted by other things. It like it really goes down to the self-discipline and being able to focus on your goals based on what you want to do. Not that it would like achieve short-term things, but like more on the long-term goals that we have in mind. That it seems very massive uh compared to us. And so with all this change, what we really need to learn is to be able to um just trying to keep ourselves together. And I think I lost track.
That's all right. We're all kind of in a bit of pressure right now, as this is our first time recording as a group. So
Yeah,
sorry if we
That's
seem a
true.
little uptight and all that stuff. Yeah, COVID is a
Hopefully
serious
as we go
issue.
on
Yeah,
it's
hopefully,
like
yeah,
it gets better, but you know.
yeah, we should get better at this as we go on. But right now we're gonna be a little, not as
Little
social as we
stiff.
normally would be. Yeah. So I wanted to go over what we would generally be talking about this episode. So as you know, we're talking about COVID right now, but later on, we're going to be talking about mental health and video games, and we might potentially add a fun element. I don't know if I'm allowed to do trivia yet, but I'm gonna attempt to. So we'll see how that goes. Anyways, going back into COVID, mental health, and all that stuff. So I agreed with many of my peers' opinions. Daniel, I thought yours was very interesting as you mentioned managing devices. I did not manage to do that at all, but thank you for mentioning it. Anyways, I'm going to give this to someone else because I do not feel like I have the authority to talk about this issue.
Wait, but give your own experience. What do you think about it,
I played
Eric?
video games all day. I'm a very bad example, and I did the opposite of what you're
Uh,
supposed to do, and I learned from that lesson because my grades really sucked. But I learned as I got back to school, and now I'm managing time a little bit better, I like to think, because I've been doing my homework better. But I can imagine you guys did at least a little better at time management than I did, considering I just played video games all day, even up to exams.
mhm.
Uh,
Uh,
so for me, a lot of online class was, even though I had to manage my own time, it was since it was within the homes, like parents and uh, family members would constantly nag me if I was on on the computer playing video games while I'm supposed to do work. It's not best idea. I think that was a big thing because although parents nagging for me is like it's not the best thing. I hate it. I'll be honest. I'm pretty sure most kids would, but yeah. But yeah, it's like how do I put this? Like, it helped me a lot through COVID and helped me improve my grades through COVID as well. So yeah.
So how do you? Okay, so after we had like our own experience with online school, how do you think that online school affected your own grades? Like for example, like did you improve? Did you deprove? Or like
From
Eric
from
played
COVID?
games the whole day? Yeah, from after online
Oh.
school and went back to like real life school.
Oh. Oh.
Do you think that online school affected your grades and stuff?
Are you talking to all of us or Nick?
All of you.
Okay. Improved, definitely, because I went from, let's not talk about my math grade, but I went from something really bad to something okay. That's the best
Yeah.
way of explaining it.
Yeah. We also, for me, I think my grades really shot up during the semester of second year of uh I guess IGCSE, which is the curriculum I did back then. Also, like, because I was around a C and a B, and then I shot up to a B's, A's, and A stars at my final grade, which is shocking, in fact, because I never expected to perform that well in an exam because I was never as much of a good student. But yeah, a lot of it has changed, and because I think a lot of it was like I'm in COVID, so I should work extra hard when I'm out of COVID, which made my grades go up. Which is I think pretty cool. Cool thing that
Yeah.
happened.
I agree. It's like I think like for my GCSE grades, I did a lot better than I thought. Even though, yeah, in some classes when online school, I barely paid attention. Sorry, Mr. Yates, but but somehow I got an A for yeah for things I thought I would get like a B or a C. I'm getting an A, which yeah I would never thought that. So uh yeah, maybe online school actually helps improve studies. We never know.
What about
So
you, Andy?
it's like with this sudden uncertainty, it definitely like changed the perspective of how we are supposed to do the work we are given. It like changes the perspective of studying. It like it like forces us um to do harder, as it's like in the long term it isn't just like studying for nothing, but like it like affects us on how our careers in the future would be like. So it's like with that extra pressure and uncertainty, like a lot of us are like forced to like study hard, even if we are being like slacking off, not being able to attend the online classes live. So it's like a lot of our grades and this other aspects like increased, but then it's like while others like just decreased because like uh, we are like overwhelmed with this, and it's just not normal.
I see. Um, how do you how do you think since we all go to the same school, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How do you guys think our school handled the COVID pandemic and online school in general? How do you
Honest,
guys prefer it? Like,
I feel really bad for our teachers because a lot of them actually tried. Like like me and like our drama teacher, for example, would call us like all at all times, and you do fun activities, and I personally didn't join, and I felt really guilty after that. So I think our teachers actually handled it really well. It was just kind of the students' end that might have not been taking it as seriously as they should have been, including myself.
Agreed.
I
Like
don't-
with
Because
our
yeah, yeah, Andy, you say first.
like with our school compared to like my previous schools and then like some other places, it handled very well because for others it just closed and it did online lessons very quite late, like um which like shows that we are quite um uh
Fortunate.
which we are fortunate to be able to continue with their learning without too much delays compared to others.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. Um. So, this, I have outside of school a lot of I have a couple friends outside of school that go to other international schools, and I've heard that many of the other international schools actually, unlike us, because we used to be a week in and then a week out, so it would go on a weekly basis where we would go offline and then online again and then
Yeah.
offline again,
Yeah.
which was I thought which was better because it would keep our sleep schedule a bit more, what is it, continuous, I guess.
More on touch with
Yeah,
each
on
other.
touch,
Yeah.
and it
Yeah.
wouldn't go. But other schools, I've heard that they would have to go in and day out
Ooh.
during the pandemic,
Didn't we
which,
try that for like 2 weeks and then nobody
yeah,
liked it, so we went back?
and then no, and then none of the teachers like that, none of the students like that, so we changed into a weekly basis.
Yeah, that was
But
a good decision.
yeah,
Mhm.
which I found more helpful, I guess, because yeah, certain classes
Get
won't
it.
be on certain days, and if we went on a week, then it was more productive. However, other schools were different, which I found kind of what is it? Not disappointing. Like sad, because it's like
Disappointing.
it's like with the same amount of time, they're like, I guess, slightly at a learning
Disadvantage?
differently, I guess, and like in my eyes, it's like a disadvantage to them.
They've got the low ground.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so I
Like,
feel like the measures they took our school when we went back into when we transitioned from online and back to real life in that time frame, they handled the in school problems. They handled it really well. They gave like they instilled that we wear masks and maintain a 1 meter social distancing area,
Oh, during
which
breaks. Oh, during
yeah,
breaks.
uh,
yeah, but yeah,
some teachers.
but it doesn't quite seem to happen when
Yeah.
everyone is grouped together still. But they
Yeah.
tried,
We didn't really
and
follow the
Some
rule. Even nowadays, we kind of group together and teachers
no.
just give up. They've just given up at this
don't
point.
expose us.
It's okay, we're trying our best here, but there's like 40 of us in one room.
What
It's
if?
it's difficult to socially distance in a school, especially because it's
Yeah.
such a our school in particular is such a like a small school compared to others. It's like really hard to like socially distance within each other.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Keeping
Oh,
1 meters.
guys,
I
I just want to point out that we forgot to mention why we're making the podcast. So I'm wondering if we should put that now or do that after we talk about COVID.
Just put it in now and
Okay,
make it more
so
chaotic. Why not?
do we want to do this together, or should I just talk about how we started the podcast and why?
You do it. You do it.
Okay,
You do
okay,
it, you do
okay.
You do it. You do
So
it.
I think some of the main reasons we started the podcast is like we like talking about little issues with each other. We like debating about certain problems, but we've never really done it vocally to an actual audience. And I think it's interesting that we start talking about these issues because, I mean, from a teenager's point of view, as far as I know, there aren't many teenager podcasts going on that I've seen. So I think it's interesting that we actually talk about this because it's an issue. I mean, we're not talking about huge issues. We're not talking about global issues or country issues because we don't want to be too political. But we're just talking about issues that we have found ourselves and we think we deserve to talk about. Also, it's useful for our school projects because I think it gives us an advantage because we can be more creative and we're also helping people with a mindset. I don't know if you guys agree with what I've said, but I hope you do. Considering, okay,
Yep, agree.
Daniel,
Very,
Andy.
very
Yeah,
smooth.
definitely.
Very
Yep.
smooth. Very smooth.
Okay, thank you,
Smooth
thank you.
link.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Very slow and smooth link right there.
Yes, yes, yes,
very
yes.
nice.
Okay, I think we can go back into COVID health now that we've gotten that out of the way. I just wanted to make sure we touched on that as this is our first episode, and we kind of want to give our audience or lack of audience idea of what's going on.
Okay. Anyways, back to online COVID stuff. I felt that that's one problem with online school is just the way of communicating was the teachers and all the homework and assignments were handled good in the sense that like everything posted online.
Yeah, it
and
was
just
posted. It just wasn't
review.
opened.
It was. It's just like on Classroom.
Sorry, I'm just speaking from my own perspective.
It's like, okay, everything was posted, and then if we need to look back on any lessons, we can just go back and check.
Yeah.
Really good. But I was still confused on why we were keep using Google Meet and
Oh, Google
everything
Meet
else other than
sucks.
Discord.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I agree with you. Yeah.
It's like Discord is such a Discord is such a better app.
Yeah. Speaking
It's
of
way
which,
better than
yeah, it's
Zoom
so
or
much better.
anything. There's so many functions. You can have many different classrooms with assignments.
And they
And
just added
voice
their new
chats.
school update. So I mean,
Yeah,
like,
uh,
that's something we
like
need to
we're-
talk to
it's-
our technical counselor or whatever it is about.
We're
Yeah.
totally. It's like we're sponsored by Discord, but we're not.
I
No,
mean-
we're not. Well, disclaimer: we're not sponsored by Discord. Discord is too advanced for
Discord,
us.
future sponsor. Discord, come on, man.
Let's stop at the posted podcast@gmail.com.
Yeah. Don't.
Speaking of sponsors, this podcast is sponsored by the like button.
No, this
Make sure you-
this podcast is sponsored by my wallet. Okay, let's not get any mad at. Let's not get
Give me
the.
your empty wallet.
How did you know?
Did you spend $800 on your suit?
Let's not discuss that. Okay, I spent $250. It was 60% off.
Yeah,
Yes,
you
Anyways.
said it was $800.
Okay, it was $800, but they
Moving
changed the
on.
price. Anyways, moving. We need to suit for school, so let's just move on. Anyways, I think we've touched into the COVID stuff now. I think we can go into our next topic. I don't know what you guys think, but I think it's a good. Okay, so guys, sorry for the cut. My Wi-Fi cut out, and we had some technical issues, but we're back now, and I'm going to be talking about some outdoor activities people were doing during COVID. So, even nowadays, there's COVID obviously still going on. So some safe outdoor activities you could be doing. You could be walking. You could be running. You could be hiking. You could be
brisk
fishing.
walking.
Brisk walking. Yeah, Daniel, you're really touching on those ones. Kayaking, canoeing, diving, ice skating, snowboarding, sledding, snowshoeing.
Basically any sport that has no contact.
Who's doing snowshoeing during COVID? Some random people in the mountains. Jeez. You could do some fitness classes held outside or virtually. Use your VR glasses, people. No contact. If you're unvaccinated, avoid crowded sidewalks. That's a great idea, even if you aren't vaccinated. If you are vaccinated, sorry. Anyways, that's all I've got from the Mayo. Okay.
Eric, are we
Picnics?
actually putting that in?
No, we're not. Well, we'll put the first part in. But we're not going to put our sponsor. Okay. Anyways,
Can we keep the sponsor part? It's really funny.
I think we can leave the sponsor part in. Yeah.
yes, somewhat, yeah.
Anyways, I'll touch back on that. So you can also do picnics. You can go to outdoor farmers markets, drive-in movies. Oh, that sounds fun.
Are we actually listing everything?
No, I'm not. I'm just gonna talk about. Let's talk about drive-in movies now. So have you guys ever been to a drive-in movie?
I
No.
have. It was
I
great.
haven't.
I haven't either.
You talk about it if you haven't.
I mean, well, I was gonna mention the movie Grease because they have like drive-in movies and some weird stuff happens in the back of the car, like shaking car and stuff. Let's not. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Like me and my family, we did one of those. It was great.
Was it?
because, yeah, it's just like, it was like great because like we get to see it like outside, like quite. It's like especially if the weather is nice.
Yeah.
Like, and it's like there's just still others, like the
Mhm.
presence of others,
Yeah.
like which gives a nice feeling because we're all enjoying the same thing together, even if we're not like we don't really care necessarily about each other personally. That was a great feeling.
Yeah.
I personally enjoyed it.
That reminds me of a post I saw where they were watching Jaws in like a pool, and like they had a theater above, and then someone in a shark suit was swimming around and touching people's feet, and it was pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie. I chuckled. So-
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Anyways, while we're talking, Eric.
Daniel, just go. Daniel, just go.
Okay. Anyways, while we're talking about movies, what movies do you guys enjoy? Yeah. cutting this out.
Wait, sorry. I think you cut out for me. What did you say?
Oh. You're just. Oh, yes.
What-
What movies do you guys like to watch?
Oh, let's not. Oh, okay. I'm gonna let you guys go first because I have to spend a long time going on my list.
The list?
Yeah, I got a
So-
huge list.
Andy, do
favorite
you have
one?
something in mind?
Wait. So, the list of what I want to watch or what I have watched.
What
that I
you
need-
like watching,
Yeah, what
Andy?
you
What
like.
you
Like,
like watching?
genres and things, I guess.
I mostly like within the range of like action to like science fantasy or just fantasy. There's
Fantasy?
just a
What
lot
type
of
of
things.
fantasy films do you like?
It's like The Lord of the Rings is like
Oh
one
yeah,
of
that's a good
them.
series.
A
That's a good
classic.
series.
Very much.
Have you watched The Hobbit?
Very nice.
Yeah, I watched The Hobbit. Visually it was great, but
I think the last
could be
one was kind
better.
of disappointing, honestly. I wasn't.
I didn't like the storyline. I'll be honest. It
The
wasn't
books
best.
were so much better than the movies.
Yeah.
I totally
Yeah.
watched it, guys.
It's-
I
It's
don't know what you're
it's-
talking about.
It's pretty good visually, but yeah, story wise it could have been better.
Yeah.
But I still enjoyed it. So
Okay,
Yes.
that's fair. Um,
Uh, so I like. What do I like? I like. These are all movies you should all watch. Like,
We
during
have
the
the
pandemic.
best taste. We have the best taste.
Nick, if
Yeah.
you talk about anime, I swear to God.
No, if Nick doesn't do it, I'm doing it.
Okay. Oh no, Daniel, no,
Exactly.
no.
fine, we have
I
different.
love what is it? Studio Ghibli's
Yeah,
animated
he's going into
movies
anime.
are
There we go. There we go. Let's just go off the charts.
animated movies are one of my favorite being Spirited Away, which
Spirited Away is
had
very good.
amazing storyline
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think Studio
and
Ghibli is
great
honestly
visuals
fantastic.
as well. Also, I like action movies. A lot of Marvel movies I watched throughout the pandemic. I went through like a whole marathon.
I mean, it's pretty easy to go through a marathon of Marvel movies. They're pretty good.
Yeah. What else? I went back and watched old classics like The Matrix.
That's a good one.
Oh,
What
yeah.
else is there?
Keanu.
Lord of the Rings. Keanu Reeves. What is it called?
What do you think?
John
of?
Wick.
Yeah,
Oh.
wait.
Yeah.
John Wick's good. John
Eh.
Wick's good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I heard they're coming out
And-
with a new one.
Yeah. I think those are pretty good movies. You should all
Yeah.
try to watch.
For
Nick,
me,
I
it's
do
my
agree.
head-
Studio Ghibli
oh.
is very fantastic. I do agree.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly, Eric.
Daniel.
Great taste.
Yeah, Daniel.
taste.
As,
Thank you,
since he
thank you.
talked
Thank
about
you, Daniel.
animated films, I think it's right that you go next, Daniel, because mine's some pretty messed up crap. So let's just go on to yours.
Well, for mine, it's like I haven't been watching much movies recently, and the one I've watched in the past year is only I've only watched one the past year. It's like the animated film, of course. It's the Demon Slayer.
Ooh,
Oh
that's
my
I
God.
haven't watched that yet.
Oh, it's so good.
I've been meaning to watch it, and then school, and then summer break was busy as hell. But like, I heard it was really good.
I do recommend it. It's
Yeah.
the whole Demon Slayer series is wow. It's one of the best animes I've watched though to this day.
It looks
Oh my
so
God, it's
good.
like-
It looks
Really
so
recommend
good.
Instagram, I saw one of this post where the reviewer was like, "Since it was animated, I thought it was safe for my 3-year-old to watch.
Oh
Not
my God.
recommend."
Oh, Demon Slayer is not safe for little
It is.
kids.
Safe for-
It is. Recommended to watch with the PG-13, I believe.
Yeah, but
Due to the
I don't
violence.
understand why the movie was NC-16. It's the same as the anime, but they made it NC-16, which it doesn't make
I
any
mean-
sense. Like I couldn't watch it when I was in Singapore. I can't watch it. I was 16. Stupid.
I mean, reasonably it can. It depends.
Look,
No,
it's
I-
the same. I guess there were some. Yeah, okay, I'm not gonna give any spoilers. Okay, Eric. Anyway.
Okay, so I like horror films.
I mean,
Yay!
who doesn't like?
Uh,
It's genuinely fun to watch with
Horror
friends
films are
as well.
fantastic. So there's a
Mm,
classic,
It's very
Silence of the
debatable.
Lambs, an absolute amazing film, Silence of the Lambs. Nick, you saw that on my drama presentation, right next to the
Yes, I
pasta
did.
slide, right
I
next to the
did.
pasta slide.
I did.
Um,
I remember. Yes,
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
remember.
So I like
Pasta slide.
there was a pasta slide. It said, "What do you like to do outside of school?" I just put a picture of pasta on it. Okay,
And pasta.
that's rather sussy.
Oh my god.
There was that one. What is it called? I always talk about it. It was by the same guy that I can't even remember what that one was. It was a really good horror film. I'll have to mention it later on, but I like that horror film, which will be unnamed for now. I like Insidious, even though I thought the last one was really disappointing. I kind of like Annabelle. I like the storyline. I just don't think it's scary. Um, that's pretty much it for the most part. Well, I like Real Steel, Tron Legacy, and a bunch of other films, but I mostly like horror
Yeah.
films. Yeah. Good films, good film, good films.
I
Anyways,
just
don't-
like horror movies.
You don't
but
like
I don't
horror
like horror
films?
movies.
I don't really like horror films. It's just
I mean,
not
if
my
I were
range.
to do it with friends, I would, but I don't get many opportunities to do so.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, to be fair, well, touching on this, we just had our COVID talk. We can't really
Uh-huh.
socialize as much outside of school.
Mm.
Right.
It's a lot harder. What was it called? It's like Inheritance or something. Hereditary. Yeah, Hereditary. There you go. That's a really good one.
Well, I guess like regular horror is just not my thing, but psychological horror.
Silence of the Lambs. Psychological horror. So good. Ooh, Seven. Seven is fantastic. Yeah, Seven.
I've never watched.
You
any
need to
of
watch
them,
Seven.
but
It is messed up.
Oh,
I'll just take my say. I will leave my say here and say Doki Doki Literature Club is one of the best psychological horror games there's been.
Yes, as a anime fan, I do know what that is.
as a
And-
cultured individual.
Hey, hey,
It's extremely fun.
hey! Don't exclude me as the cultured person, okay?
I mean, the
I have-
uncultured person.
I have a little bit of culture, okay? A little bit.
little bit.
A little bit.
Cultured.
A little
Are you
bit.
sure about that?
Okay, I watched some animes. I like Studio Ghibli as well. I do like Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer is amazing. AOT's good. I watched a whole thing on One Punch Man. So I watch a little bit of anime here and there, just a little bit. So I'm slightly cultured.
Yeah,
Slightly.
Slightly.
yeah. I mean, I'm also with the page of Eric right here. Like
Mm.
just like slightly. Even as a kid, it's like I saw like glimpse of One Piece and stuff.
Yeah, One Piece isn't bad. One Piece
I
is
haven't watched
One Piece takes so long to kick off, though. That's the issue.
I don't. As
I've never watched one.
You get into like episode 300 and it's just bland, and then you get to episode 900 and they're gods. It's just wow.
For One Piece, I have watched a couple episodes of One Piece. It when I've ever watched the One Piece, it was mainly I would like start in the middle. Like I wouldn't go back to episode like where I left off. I would just start at like the current airing episode and just watch the arc.
That's
was
that's
happening at
honestly the
current-
best idea because it's gonna take you like a year to catch up to
Exactly.
whatever.
So it is a difficult thing to catch up on.
I
with
agree. I think it's
900 episodes.
I think it's a difficult thing to watch in general.
I don't understand how people can like binge a 900 episode anime.
It's
I
called
don't
the
have
power
people.
of time dilations, where every anime lover has this power during their prime
It's like Doctor
anime
Strange.
watching. Kinda, it's similar.
They can put themselves in a time loop and just watch each episode.
Yeah, pretty much.
They just
I-
magically have like so much time to watch.
I mean, to be fair, I mean we were all kind of doing that during COVID when we were supposed to be doing school. So
but 900 episodes is 300 hours.
yeah, it's a lot of
Okay.
stuff, Daniel. It's a lot of stuff. I could
That's a
beat
lot
Red
of
Dead Redemption
hours.
3 times before I did. Actually, a lot more times than that. But yeah,
Exactly. 300 hours is a lot of time. I don't understand how people have enough time to watch 900 episodes. Something.
I mean,
Well, hardcore fans.
yeah,
Yeah.
hardcore fans. What can we say? What can we say?
No on
Speaking
this topic.
of anime,
Well, I
speaking
think
of
we should
anime,
talk about gum. I recently found out that gum contains plastic, and I don't give a crap. What do you guys think?
Gum contain plastic.
Gum
That's what
contains
makes
plastic.
it chewy.
Yeah, but like you're ingesting gum, and then slowly you're made of like 2% plastic or something later on, and it's just ridiculous. Hold on, I'm actually gonna look up the facts and
I
say
don't
like,
believe that.
hold on,
I don't.
hold on.
Wait,
How
what do
How
you
much?
ingest? Wait,
How
what
much
are you
plastic
ingesting
is
gum?
ingested into how much plastic
You're
is
ingesting gum.
is ingested from
Like
gum?
I'm guessing like chewing.
Mm,
You ingest thousands of microscopic pieces of plastic each year. Okay.
okay. So how much is
Something about the
gum?
Netherlands. Ooh, okay, here we go. Scientists at Austria for Medical University Vienna and Environmental Agency Austria looked for 10 common plastics in feces. There was an average of 20 microplastic particles per 10 grams of human stool. The average adult stool weighs approximately 100 grams. Wow. That's quite a bit of plastic, guys. It's probably quite a bit of plastic. I don't know if that's all from gum, but that's quite a bit of plastic. I was just thinking about gum because I want gum and I chewed all of it. So yeah.
And then
I,
there's always this myth where it was like if you
Oh, chew
if
gum
you
and
like
stays in your
you
stomach for like 3 years.
yeah, you don't actually think that's true.
No, that's
No.
false. It literally
It's
just
been
comes
proven
out.
false.
It comes
Yeah.
out the next day. It comes out the next
Yeah.
day or the next hour, whenever you do your thing.
make it down. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, it's
exactly.
pretty stupid. Mm.
Okay, so it's saying that apparently they found plastic in every creature they tested as well in their feces. So that's pretty interesting.
So somewhere somehow we ingest plastic every day.
I mean,
I mean,
yeah,
it
I
makes
guess so.
sense.
Yeah, like there's a lot of plastic in fish because of the environmental stuff.
Oh, the
That
turtles! Save the turtles!
Visco girl, hydro flask.
I mean, to be fair, we should probably save the turtles. I'm not making fun of that. Turtles
Yeah.
do deserve a life
um
and all that stuff.
I mean during my like outdoor education, it's like not only we learned about turtles, but we went through safety procedures and safely released the turtles into sea. It was great. It's just
Did you learn how to take the straws out of their mouths?
no, like little hatchlings because
Oh, okay.
like you know how when they hatch, it's like
Yeah.
not a lot.
It's like a war
Yeah,
zone.
literally screaming for the republic
Yeah, it's like
and
that
taking
meme where
them
it's
all.
like how humans have children, how wolves have children, then it's like turtles have children, and it's war.
Yeah, like
Because like, isn't the what is it? What type of bird that eats turtle?
Albatross? Is it an albatross?
I have no
yeah,
idea. I
an
think it is.
albatross. I also some seagulls, I believe.
Yeah, seagulls as well, right? Yeah.
Crows eat swamp turtles from Australia. Ravens,
Mm.
herons, seagulls.
You see.
Yeah, seagulls, and a bunch of other ones.
And then don't forget, it's like other big fish who like to other smaller things.
Okay, sea turtles literally have pretty much every single predator in the ocean. Sharks, tiger sharks, killer whales. I mean, pretty much raccoons.
Raccoons.
Hey,
What?
raccoon.
Fishes, dogs, seabirds, raccoons, ghost crabs. Dogs, raccoons. How are they? Huh?
Maybe the ones that live by the sea, I guess.
Dogs that
Mm,
live? Are they sea dogs?
by the sea.
I'm looking up sea dogs now. We're just gonna go on a tangent.
Sea
Like,
dog.
Portland Sea Dogs. Oh, there's a video game called Sea Dogs.
Eric.
Hey,
YouTuber
you
called
mentioned sea dogs, so I don't see anything. I don't see much about sea dogs, Andy. I'm not gonna lie.
No, like it's like you know how like sailors, like some of them would do.
Oh, yeah,
Have
that's true. Sailors are known to have like dogs.
yeah.
But how would the dog get the turtle?
I
I don't
don't
know.
know.
Oh wait, you got
They're
a
walking
question.
along
Okay,
the beach.
they're on the ship.
I on the
The
beach.
sailor's like,
Huh?
"Hey, dog, you want to go to the beach?" Dog's like, "Yeah, let's go to the beach." They get on the beach. Dog sees turtle. Dog's like, "Yum yum, let's eat turtle." Dog goes get turtle. Is that the thinking?
Well, half of it, but yeah,
Half of it.
half of
Half.
it.
Okay, you know what? I'll take that.
I mean, you're talking about sea dogs. There's a YouTuber called Sea Dog VA.
Is there? Oh, interesting
Okay.
name. Interesting name.
It's not like we watch him or anything.
Um. Oh yeah, we were talking about Discord earlier. So do you guys think that Discord should take over Zoom?
Yes.
Andy?
If
To
if
some
all
certainty,
the
yes.
teachers and staff understand every aspect of Discord.
But I mean, they don't understand every aspect of Zoom.
No one
True.
does.
But
Zoom
then,
is
Mm.
but
Zoom
then
is
Zoom is
Discord
It's
has
a
a
little
lot.
complicated.
suspicious app. It just popped out of nowhere.
Yeah,
Wasn't there a feature in Zoom that makes it so you can only focus on one app and you can't close out of that app? There was
Oh, I
something. There
never
was an
used it.
application like that where it made it so it was really creepy. It would force you into one app and you could not leave it. You could not turn off your device. I read about it somewhere and like parents were putting that on their kids' devices to get them to learn, and it was completely backfiring because this company was getting sued at some point.
okay.
Wasn't there also like if you gave the code at the Zoom?
By recording this, and you're calling me the lack of actually no, he's an AI. What am
Yeah,
I doing?
exactly.
Not better than you.
Hey, okay, guys, I might be at the bottom of the totem pole, but that doesn't mean you can stomp on me.
It's
Sorry.
I'm the one holding you guys up.
It's not like you took so long to figure out how to record sound until the bot
Well,
just does right
OBS
now.
was complicated and it cut out my Ethernet. That's not my fault. OBS is a genius. I don't know. They knew exactly where to strike. My Ethernet is weak.
Well, like you tried deleting it and then it suddenly.
It came back. It came back. How did it come back?
For context, everyone, when we started recording this, OBS suddenly crashed and
It's
we had to
zombified.
reinstall it.
It's
And
zombified.
yeah, it suddenly reappeared out of nowhere.
It's like a
even though
Pokemon in
we
the bushes.
uninstalled it.
It's like a Pokemon in the bushes. You walk in there, OBS is there.
Everywhere
it
you
took us
go, you
like a
see
minute.
its
And yeah.
face OBS.
So we're not be touching on video games today. So what should we talk about now? Ooh, bug spray. How do you guys feel about bug spray?
I enjoy it a lot. I'll be honest.
Right.
What do you
I-
drink it, Nick?
Are you-
You're talking about it like it's a milkshake.
I enjoy it. That's what I was thinking. I was
I
like,
find it
"You
rather
enjoy it?"
delectable.
Eric, why? Just why?
Wait, you sounded like okay. This can't just be me that heard. I enjoy it a lot. That sounds
Yeah,
like
that's
you're
what I
drinking
heard.
it.
I was like, wait, you like it?
See, he agrees.
I'm so
You know what?
confused.
Yeah, I enjoy.
This
For all the gullible children out there, do not drink.
is a warning. Do not drink bug spray. Whatever you do.
Do not drink.
If they can kill those wasps that can't die, then they can kill you. So just don't drink it.
Yeah.
Wasps are tough. They are so tough.
Drink it, please.
You can zap it with a taser and it will come back. Those things are tough. Oh, speaking
Like
of which,
zap it
there's
with
wasps
muscle
attacking my Ethernet outside. That's going to my satellite, so that could be another issue.
Like,
I'm not even
Is there, like, a
joking.
beehive?
There's a beehive on my Ethernet.
you have to get rid of that.
I don't know
That
if we
might be a
can.
problem. You might need a bee exterminator.
Yeah,
for
you
that or
can't
something.
spray that with bee spray, or else my internet's going out.
Just invade your house. They just come to your house and they just end everything. Just take it over.
Yeah. Anyways,
Yeah,
Spot.
bug spray,
Yeah, bug
podcast.
spray, yeah, bug spray. Anyway.
I kind of like using bug spray, but the last time I used bug spray, I almost got my grandpa stung. So I don't know if that's a good idea. He told me not to spray the tire, but I sprayed the tire.
How about other
I
type of
was
spray?
gonna say something that can be useful to bug spray, but there's some children here probably listening to this, so I'm not gonna do this.
What are you talking about, Nick? We
But-
have 0 listeners right now.
recording.
What give you?
Yeah.
I was gonna
Isn't it
talk about
actually-
how you
Out.
Not leave that in.
Yeah, we're cutting that out.
exactly like no.
Okay. Hello guys.
Body.
Sorry, my Ethernet cut out again. Totally
It's the
wasn't
bees,
Nick
it's the
talking about what
bees.
you can do
It's
with
the-
bug
it's
spray.
the bees.
Yeah, it's the bees.
It's probably the
It's
bees, yeah.
It's the bees. It's the bees.
However, what else?
What other type of sprays do you guys?
Oh,
like?
so there's hornet spray, there's wasp spray, is there cockroach spray? I don't know if there is.
I'll be honest.
No.
Cockroaches, even if I spray them, they don't die.
Yeah,
So
they're invincible.
yeah,
There's cockroach killer. Does it actually work?
I know for a
Mm,
fact if I can pour
yeah.
acid on cockroaches and they'll die. So
Well, I mean, if you
Is that-
pour it on their head, they might live.
no,
No.
just the whole body, I guess.
Yeah, but if you, let's say you miss, like you get their head, they're gonna survive for 6 weeks. They crawling around.
Oh God.
Yeah, imagine that. Headless cockroaches. The only reason they die is because of starvation
No.
too. They are
They
impressive
don't.
creatures.
Not really.
What do you mean,
they-
Andy?
No, they are impressive, but like not really on the headless part because I don't know.
Hold on.
How
I'm pretty sure.
long
I'm pretty sure it's
can
true.
a cockroach
I don't know. Because in the
live?
Philippines, like a couple cockroaches roaming around, the next day they're all dead.
Yeah, not cockroaches with wings. Those things are
Without
like
its head.
Yeah,
Those
definitely
things are
with wings. They
They can,
fly.
they can,
At times, headless
they can live up to
cockroaches.
a week.
They can live. No, they can
1
live
week.
4 weeks apparently.
Ooh.
And the only reason they
That's
die is because of starvation. They can mate with each other, and they can do a bunch of other
Headless.
stuff as headless.
headless.
Headless cockroaches can do this.
Headless.
I have never experienced that in the Philippines.
I
Wait a
mean,
minute.
have you seen the headless cockroaches run away?
No.
Maybe maybe they're evolving or something.
You see, there's this very effective technique to dealing with cockroaches.
Crushing
called
them
the
with your foot?
slipper.
Oh yeah, slipper. Yeah.
Called the slipper. It's called the slipper. My parents use it. My brother
they use it on
uses
you?
My... We don't talk about that.
The chancla.
I have Asian parents, and this is a very common occurrence to use slippers. They would usually either throw the slipper.
It's about body spray.
Oh my god, the power of deodorant. Hold on, I looked this up earlier. Deodorant. Hold on.
Didn't we say we're not we're questioning whether we should do trivia, and I guess we're doing.
Okay,
trivia.
yeah, we're gonna do trivia. Okay, guys. So, do you think deodorant can solve a stinky foot issue?
You mean a foot
Yeah.
fungus?
Yes, a foot fungus.
Well, no, not a fungus.
It
but like-
can. It can.
They actually can.
And do you okay? Do you think deodorant can be used as a hair care product?
No.
Haircut? No.
Andy's saying no. Daniel's
I
saying
don't
no.
think
Nick,
so.
what do you think?
Hairspray on what?
Do you think it can be used as like a hair product, like hairspray? Deodorant can be used as hairspray.
Yes, but it'll damage your hair.
Yeah.
Nick is correct.
Yeah.
It can be used.
Wait, you
Well,
said-
It can also be used on the back of your neck, so it stops you sweating. Isn't that cool? Do you guys think Do you guys think deodorant can be used to stop itching?
Yeah. If it
kind of
just like,
concerning. You just have all of these
No.
flags, like it's on.
It can. You get stung by a mosquito, spray that with deodorant, or well, actually no, it says use stick deodorant. You can
I
put
heard-
it
I
on
heard,
razor
like- I heard, like-
burns.
I
It can
heard,
be
like spray deodorant can.
it can be used for
like-
clammy.
Body
heard
spray.
body spray can be used to get rid of people. Really effective.
It can. Speaking of which, my drama trip. Let's mention that, considering you said get rid of people. So, story time. Me and Nick went to a drama thing in Singapore with our class. We weren't in the same room. I was with Neely, the weird UK guy. We were in a room together, and it smelled really bad because of my socks. So I decided to coat our room in deodorant to get rid of mosquitoes and to get rid of the smell. So I blasted that all throughout the room. And right as that happened, our drama teacher came in. He smelled it and he walked out. It was very effective. No mosquito bites and no drama teacher.
Yes, that trip was very fun.
Oh, yeah.
If any, it was run by the Royal Shakespeare Company. You should go check them out. Free sponsorship. Free. Yeah, It was run by the Royal Shakespeare Company, and our school, being the British school it is, it what is it? They run it every year, but due to the COVID pandemic, it hasn't run for 2 years now, I believe.
Oof. I remember we told the
Which
younger
is-
class that they could go, and then
Yeah.
they couldn't go, and that was just
It
really
is very
depressing.
sad.
Yeah.
We didn't even get our like since COVID. We haven't even gone on our year trip thing.
No, we
like,
haven't.
other
We haven't gone
people-
there for 2 years.
You know,
We
Well,
haven't
other
gone to
people
our
didn't
residential
want-
trip.
Yeah. So
did you have it in year 10?
no, we didn't have one in
No,
year
year
10.
nine.
No, you had it
Oh,
in year 9.
I wasn't here. For
We went to Japan. We went to Japan for year 9.
What? I wasn't there. Chris?
You
So
weren't there?
speaking of which, for
Oh.
context, our residential trip is a trip we take every year as a class. Last year we could either go sailing or exploring in the jungle of what was it? Were we going to
Takuan?
Were we going to Indonesia?
Borneo.
No,
No.
Borneo.
somewhere in Asia.
It's somewhere in Southeast
Borneo.
Asia.
Malaysia, Borneo, or Indonesia.
Yeah.
Borneo,
Yeah,
Borneo.
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 So we could go exploring in Borneo, and we could go sailing off the coast of Phuket. Was it Phuket?
Yeah, I believe so.
I don't remember. We have bad memory.
But so yeah, that would have been the fun trip we could have taken, but instead we were stuck inside,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which was a shame. But that is how we will leave it.
Yeah.
COVID.
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 COVID has.
It has swept the planet.
Yeah.
I want to
Yeah.
point out, guys, we have officially.
Please wear your mask, people. I want this to be over.
Exactly.
I want to go back to school. I want to go on trips. I want to go on vacation. Please wear your mask. Wash your hands. Use hand sanitizer.
Try
be
and keep
safe,
socially
please.
distanced.
Yeah. that
Try.
too.
I mean, we're not a great example of it, but please try.
Please try. Yeah.
Just don't kill other people.
You say you don't care about the people.
No, don't kill other people.
Yeah,
Just
don't
buy-
kill other people. Oh, and anti-vax people, please don't subscribe to our channel. We do not support you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
I don't
No.
care if that's insensitive. I do not support you if you're anti-vax. Unless you have a severe reason to be anti-vax. Otherwise, don't.
Yeah.
I think that's a good note to kick it off, considering it has been an hour.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, I guess we should end this, guys?
Yeah. Sounds
Sure.
good.
Sounds good.
Sounds good
So
to me.
thank you for listening to our podcast. If you have, this is episode 1. We will continue doing this at least once every 2 weeks, for the probably next 2 years or a year. So thank you. We'll try. We're gonna try, Daniel. Don't laugh at that one. We're gonna try. So thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoyed. Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Our next one is in Scoffed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Yep.